That looks great, doesn't it? So Laura and I are just pulling up in a car park now. The local village, and that is in the back of it. What do you think?
Well, you certainly know where you are.
It is the morning after the tractor run, Monday morning. We're all a bit tired, and I'm on the way round to Olly's farm again. He's going to start charging me rent, isn't he? I'm at his bloody place that often. But I'm going to pick up the pickup with the lamb banana on the trailer, pull it back to ours, de-rig it all, and then probably take it back this afternoon if we can get a chance to get all the lights off it, and get the lamb banana in our workshop covered up, and get him covered up safely, clean him up. Let's see what condition he's in is fair, because he did get rained on a lot last night. It did all stick on, it stayed on, which was good. I was pleased about. And just looking at social media there this morning, it's nice, you know, a lot of people are recognising it and calling it out and things, which is good. And one of the photographers at the Alder Hey hospital itself, Steve, someone can't remember his name, he's put some nice pictures up on the Twitter. I've asked him if he can send them over for us to use them, so hopefully he will do. But we may, if we get time this week, convert our Father Christmas Super Lamb Banana into the Grinch. Watch this space. Got to Olly's farm to pick up Homer. We're going to have a quick chat with Olly now. He's put the radio mic on. Nick's here. The two cameras. Right. Have a quick interview. Find out how last night went. So Olly, it's the morning after the tractor run. How are you feeling, first of all?
I'm knackered.
You're knackered, I bet you are. You look a bit tired.
Yeah, I was like wired when I got in. So I was like reading all the messages and looking at all the videos till like 2 o'clock, and then Clara woke up. So yeah, I didn't get to sleep till about 4:30.
Oh, bless her. Now is Clara, she's only what, not even 2 months old?
7 weeks.
7 weeks old, bless.
No, she's good now, yes.
She's good, yeah, oh, excellent. Seen little James as well yesterday. Okay, so last night, how do you think overall it went?
I mean, it was a massive success because we're over 40,000 with the gift aid now raised already, and it's what, 10 o'clock the next morning. The crowds were phenomenal, more than ever. A little bit disappointed in the fact that we were telling people not to congregate at the hospital because we know it's a pinch point, because there's enough sort of people, parents with the hospital that are there anyway, but that seemed to be the go-to point for everyone, which was a shame.
Tens of thousands, wasn't
it?
Even just that kind of half a mile coming get to it.
And then everyone had sort of travelled in the car and just parked badly.
Yeah.
So one of the roads was quite narrow, and to fit the tractors and buses down at the same time was difficult without a police escort.
Because even some fields were double park.
Yeah, well, that's it, they double park. You know, I don't know whether you saw that van sticking out. Someone had just abandoned the van to watch us. So that's the problem, is managing the spectators, and whether we can change it for next year or whether we just say, like, that's it now, you know, we've all got things come to end. I don't know. I'm a bit disappointed in the fact that there's stuff out of our control now that we can't manage.
Yes.
It is a victim of its own success, and
of course.
And whether we can change the route, or you know, whether we can get some of the legislation changed, the police can come back on board, I don't know, or we just say, well, that's all.
So if you think if the council and the police could do possibly more to help it, because it's grown, it's been going for 4 years now, hasn't it? So tell us, when you first started, how many tractors were there, and what sort of support then did you get from the police?
A similar number, 100 tractors. You know, I think the first year we had about 12 police motorbikes and a couple of police cars, and that was it. That was the whole organisation. Me and the guy from the police, they turned up and off we went.
And it ran perfectly smooth.
Perfectly, yeah. Second year, pretty much the same. Last year, we had a little bit of sort of people parking badly, but we feel that was probably because we left 15 minutes before we said we would, and that was to make sure we didn't get to the hospital too late, because But I think what happened then was we ended up with people not in position to spectate, so they were just abandoning the cars because they could see us coming. So I think that was partly probably our own fault. What we realised was it takes 15 minutes to leave the yard.
Yeah.
So we were like, well, if we leave 15 minutes early, it won't matter because the timings are still there.
Yes.
And we were delayed last year for the World Cup final, so we didn't want it to be too late for kids to go to bed. So anyway, this year we realised that, you know, we need to keep to the time that's we've broadcast, and that's what we were doing. But we had to go in these sort of clusters, which was working great until we got down one of the roads, met loads of parked cars, met some buses, and then suddenly we ended up with a 15-minute gap between the tractors, and then everyone was thinking that was it, and they were all going home when really they'd only seen half of them. So that didn't help. What we kind of really need is the local authorities, police would have to think, well, this is a community event. No one's making any money out of it. How can we support the community? Because we're paid by taxpayers in the community. How can we support it to make it carry on? If we can't get any more help through them authorities, then they may have been the last.
Yeah, which would be a horrific shame, because there was hundreds of thousands of people lining the streets across that whole 17-18 mile route that you did yesterday.
The other option is you invest into it. We find a sponsor, and we get 100 traffic management operators and vans and different things out there, and physically close all the roads. But equally, then you can make it so that the tractors can flow, but then you gridlock the city.
Yeah, of course.
And that was the nice thing with the police helping. It was fluid. It was you were only held up for the time it took them to pass, and then it was back, business as usual again.
Yeah.
They obviously had comms with the control room, so if there was an ambulance or a fire, they could be like, right, let's just wait, let this through. You know what I mean?
Thing over,
it's something of that scale. You really do need blue lights to make it happen properly.
Definitely. I mean, from my experience, only seeing it yesterday and the year before. How many police bikes did you have on that?
I think we had about
40.
Yeah, the year before. I think last year we had like 6 or 7 bikes and a few police cars. But I mean, we can't be negative. We've raised a lot of money. We've made a lot of people smile. Some of the photographs and the videos have been sent to the hospital. They're moving. They really are. So what? The tractor's got split up by 15 minutes. If we know next year that if we do it, we'll maybe find a wider road, or we'll broadcast a bit more of it isn't going to be one continuous convoy. I don't know. At the moment, I'm a bit like, there's so much work goes into it.
Yeah.
Have I got the energy?
Yeah. You can feel a little bit deflating in it. I suggest you get some rest. Get yourself on a nice holiday if possible. And then when you get back, rethink of it. Somewhere dry and warm,
Yeah.
Ollie, well done, mate. You've done a brilliant job. You really did. Good luck with it.
Thanks for coming.
Home is off. He's off the trailer and he's back onto our forklift. So hopefully spinning round and getting back locked up in the workshop. Got some good funny looks. Small driving back from the farm. Like when there's no lights on him and he's not all lit up. Double take. It's a bit random. The good thing was we've seen dozens and dozens of social media posts where a lot of people have put his picture up, so we know he went down well and he was light. We've had a lot of comments as well, and I know when we went slow even, we had seen loads of kids and I was pointing at it like that. So it makes it kind of worthwhile then, all the effort we went to getting ready for it. It's definitely worth it. Come on, Homer, back into your cage. And it might not be normal Father Christmas for long. We may let's say partly change colour. Watch this space. I'll do there and everything. Cool. He's got a bit of white dust on him from he was left last night after the tour, the convoy, next to one of Olly's like corn sheds or something, I think it is, and it's permanently dust and things coming off for 24 hours a day, so he was left under a canopy there. I think it's blown all over him. Actually look like charcoal, but it's not. There we go. Oh, sorry about that, 3C and your lovely sweaters. They're good actually, by the way, I like them.